It's Sunday, 25th of January, 2015. I thought I'd just give you a raw view of my apartment. Since I'm in the process of eventually moving out of here, throwing a lot of stuff out, have thrown a lot of stuff out. The place is a mess. This is a bookcase I've had for a while. The books on top, in the top row, I've had them for a while. A book on Gandhi's hiding back there. Some stuff I used to buy in LA. Oh, Professor Carmichael, great work. I'm halfway through it. Thank you so much for sending this. Never be ashamed to get help when you're reading Shakespeare. I bought those for 25 cents each, I don't know, 5, 10 years ago. And way after I had read them, but I thought I'd find somebody to give them to. This is the other bookcase. I always have Persian poetry sitting on the top shelf. Nothing about religion, none of that. That Quran just happens to be there. As you can see, vast majority of these books, except the poetry books that have to do with Islam, I got them after 9/11. And as you can see, vast majority of them talk about the mystical take on things. I've got some of these are either freebies or some of my son's stuff. I love cottages. That's where I would want to live. And my mom would call and she'd have a question about one of her pills. I figured I'd keep a copy of this here so that I can answer her questions. This is a mess, like I said, in the process of getting rid of some stuff and moving out of here eventually. That's Tikkun, Rabbi Lerner's editor of this magazine. It's Rabbi Lerner's a nice guy, Smithsonian, a couple of books on Iran. It's anonymous. It's a birthday present to me about Lincoln. And some other stuff that are here that are going to be given away. Map of United States. Lincoln Douglas debates sites. I don't put pictures on the walls. I usually don't like them unless, like when I was living with my son, I would have them up, but I kind of keep people in my heart. I don't know, I'm a little weird. World map that you see in the videos, and some of the stuff that, since I'm working on this project, I keep on checking stuff out of the library to tell you what I think would be worth your while to read. Oh, I paused this. That's Professor Gelzo talking about my favorite president, Abraham Lincoln. My fancy kitchen. These apartments are become really filthy, so I'm moving out. I was going to move out anyways, but gradually. I have to boil water, wash some of my undershirts. This is how bad it is. And then hand wash them, then dry them, just to make sure that hopefully the problem's taken care of before I put stuff on. This is a shirt I just pressed. I've thrown a lot of my clothing out. I've pulled stuff out. Some of these are my son's, and once we treat them, I don't know if we're going to throw them out or what. Church just let out, so it's a little after 12 o'clock. All my clean clothing go right here so that I can cover it. Unfortunately, I don't trust, as you can see with the pest problem, you cannot have anything hanging up for a long time. That's my bed, elevated, as you can see. The only times I've had beds in the apartment is when my son has been around. I don't sleep on beds. So everything is elevated. Everything's going to be thrown out. And some Joseph Campbell audiobooks, audio lectures that I had bought 20 years ago that I found. And this is our own OU Constitutional Heritage Center. I got this copy when I went to one of their talks, lectures. By the way, idiot, pardon me, Senator Inhofe, this goes in your pocket. The Bible goes in your heart. Got it? I worked in a cigar lounge for a while, so I smoked a cigar every once in a while. Went through these. All of these are my pictures. I had to pull them out of the box, make sure that they hadn't got ruined, so that's why you see now in a plastic bag, and they're coming to give this place a treatment soon. So everything is in limbo. And all the furniture you see here, that couch, this thing, vacuum cleaner, that microwave, all of it, the girl next door, when she moved to Colorado, left them with me, and I told her I was going to donate it, but since we have this pest problem, I'm waiting for it to get treated first before giving it to other people or figuring out what to do with it. These are some of the Rumi books. You've seen some of the video clips I've been putting up. I take a look at these books. This book is the book I wanted my granddaughter to be the first book she smelled. Anything that has to do with Maulana and Rumi poetry and Persian poetry, I wanted her to have that as the first book close to her face and nose. This is the one I bought 70, 80 copies of, gave 50 of them to thrift stores, some to friends, and these are the ones that are left. Audio work on Shahnameh. I bought these 20 years ago or so in Los Angeles. Northern Anthology. Look at this. This is the root of the corruption in the U.S. government. Take a look at the video. It's Bill Moyer's work. If there were top 20, if I were to name the top 20 of people who really have done this country great things, Bill Moyers, I would nominate you as one of them. Good man. Speaking of good men, the exception of Roger Williams, Woolman, first great American. Those two would probably be the great Americans. And what else? Anyway.